Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to ETS2. Clumsy Trucking Friday. Nailed it. Perfect timing. New wallpaper as well, and yes, that is the truck that we will be driving. How's everybody doing? Thanks for joining, guys. Appreciate it. You guys are good. Who do we have in chat? The usual suspects. Glad to see you guys around. Hey Patrick. GG. Welcome back. 1 second. Just adjust my thing here. In-ear monitor. Fancy. Hey Ark. Super excited today, guys, because I'll get a chance to enjoy Zeemod Scania V8 sounds for 3 hours. I like it so much. I was actually driving offline even before the stream. So, and I will drive even more. That's where this screenshot came from. Scotsman, first, I think you have a collab with Facebook because Facebook has been showering me with all the targeted ads about Disney Plus. I've been reading a few articles about it. We'll see if I jump in soon. How are you doing, Alex? Sabotage complete. Sabotage of Jack's stream, that is. Saw that he's back though. Looks like we have to cut that cable a little bit longer. So it takes him more time to get back. We'll learn. Hey Erfine, how are you? Thanks for joining. Mayunya, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. How's everyone, guys? Just catch up. I think we are good there. I'm sorry if I missed anyone. Bao Bao, welcome to the stream. Glad you found that trick. Quite interesting finding though, how Afterburner is slowing down your GPU or causing stutters. Very interesting finding, but as long as it works, right? I hope it doesn't do the same for me because I have Afterburner enabled. Well, we'll see. I don't like it. Swiss pick only. How about I put a Disney Plus in the wallpaper? Would you like that? More like a small. Oh. Disney Plus Amsterdam and train. Zeemod goodness time. And I've been in a bit of a modding spree. So I'll load up the truck in a bit and I'll let you notice if there's something different, okay? If there's something that you don't normally get when you just go with the default Scania 4 series. Because I have been in a bit of a modding spree and I have been tweaking some files in the background just to increase the experience just a bit more. 1.1 is the latest indeed. Yes, the sounds got updated today. You got an email and then you can download from there, so it does a notification kind of thing there. Let's see. There we go. So let's remove that preview and show you this one instead. Hey Amber. I haven't tried it yet. Yes, but I will soon. I'm actually waiting for 1.40 for Project Japan, and then I'll try Project Japan in 140, and then the Hino Profia in 140 together with that cool looking interior. Might be a bit of a spoiler here, but yeah, that's the one. 1.1 has been updated. Scania DSE 14144. Compatible with 140. And we have a lot of different RJL mods, fixes and whatnot, details for how to implement this. Because if you try to load up the RJL Scania from the Steam Workshop, it actually doesn't work. If you look at the one from the Steam Workshop, it won't even load. That's the one. It says incompatible. Yeah. so you'll have to be a bit more creative. But as always, all these tricks are in the mods list. !mods in chat, or mods list link in the video description if you're watching this in YouTube already, the footage. So what do we have? We have the Scania V8 sounds, rain and wiper sound mod that's new for ETS2. Not that applicable for the Scania though, except for the rain graphics I think has been modified as well. The rain pitter patter and as well as the actual particles have been modified, and it's actually surprising. Zeemod getting into graphics mods as well. Not really graphics mods, but visual mods, not only the audio mods. Yeah, and this thing that I'm really proud of is the compatibility patch. This is the one I made, but it doesn't have a manifest file or anything. Didn't have time to make it a bit more flavorful, but it works. So let me go and jump in and let you notice on your own what's different. Let's do a pop quiz if you know your 4 series. What's included by default, what's not, and what I added on my own. Yeah, exactly. That's the one, Aeropine. He tweaked the sound slightly, exhaust and stuff like that. Still sounds awesome. Hey, Wise Man. How are you? Busy at work? How quick these modders update, I know, right? So there's the truck. The quiz should start now. You should notice like maybe 3 different things, 3 main different things. So I'll continue looking around and I'll catch up with chat, see if someone catches it. If you've been updated in Discord, then you probably know already at least one of those fixes, one of those changes that I implemented. Or if you're updated in the SCS forums. Thanks, Alex. Copy of Zeemod's V8 very soon. Sure thing. Enjoy. Speaking of that, guys, Calvin, an active member of the community, actually has an extra copy of the sounds. He sent me an email of the confirmation of the purchase, as well as confirmation from Zeemod that he can give that away. So it seems like he was helping Zeemod in the background, and as a reward, as a gesture of good faith, Zeemod gave him a copy of the engine sounds. And because he already bought it for himself, that is an extra copy that he is generously giving away. And I'm giving it away in behalf of him. So later, maybe after one trip, we'll do a giveaway of these sounds. If you like it, then you can join the giveaway. If you don't, then you can pass up on it. See that. So a Scania T this morning. Oh, nice. IRL, that's cool. So they still have those on the road. That's a good catch, Arc. That's something that I implemented just a few minutes before the stream. Because I was thinking, why don't I put that in? Right, not working tonight. Ah, I see. Good luck. No changes at all. There you go. There's the link for Zeemod's entire selfie page. Most of his mods are there. If you don't want to wait for the giveaway, exactly. It's £399, I think, for the sounds. Anyway, for those who haven't heard the sounds yet, maybe let's hear it. So one is the phone GPS. What are the other 2? Let's hear how it gurgles. You can also see my accelerator in the lower left overlay building up bit by bit. There's Calvin, the giveaway guy. Oh yeah, that's true. If you go to Zeemod's Facebook, he also has a giveaway there, so lots of chances for winning. Mods list link in the video description. That's my fix. There you go. The one Alex posted. That's the other modification that I did. So normally, if you load in the Scania R4 series in 1.40, you'll find that the mirrors are not very bright, and that's the understatement of the year. So I had to get into Blender and learn how to do the basic stuff. Thankfully, the people in the forums, the SES forums, are very helpful, give me lots of hints. So here you can see this particular variant is fixed, but if you pick a different one, look how dark that is, and it gets even darker in certain situations outside, but here you can clearly see the difference. The same with that one. Yeah, here it's not that obvious. Let's pick that one. And also the side one here. So that's one of the main fixes that I added. And then the last one is just this one, the Hope Trucker. So those are the 3 changes. It's nice to be tweaking these things. And you can actually get all these 3 changes, the Hope Trucker compatibility, the phone GPS compatibility, and the fix to the mirrors and the headlights and whatnot for the 4 series. They are included in the fix that Alex linked. So that is all public. Feel free to enjoy it as well, guys. Headlights are working, not too overly strong anymore. For the headlights, I just basically copied over what Mr. German Truck did for the normal Scania R by RJL. I copied it over to the 4 series and I made it compatible with the 4 series. That seems to work fine. Yeah, for the headlights. Good. Giveaway. There we go. Scotsman woke up. So we are currently in Kassel. And you guys let me know if you prefer a specific area. Not a lot of choices, but we can go to Hamburg. 12 tons of metal coil. We can go north. It's been a while since we've been to Scandinavia. And I've heard lots of comments, lots of opinions about how Scandinavia lighting is. We can see for ourselves if you guys are okay with that. So I'll accept that unless someone has a different idea. The engine tick when you turn the engine off. Oh yeah, let's try that. So if you turn the engine off, you should hear some constant ticking as the engine cools down. That one. And I think that has even been lengthened in the 1.1 update. Also here, you should be hearing the tick of the clock. Can't hear anything though. In some cases it doesn't appear, but yeah, maybe I have to. Sometimes I hear it. There is a silent trucking video coming out later, and you can actually hear the ticking of the clock when we are driving on a downhill. So the engine is very quiet. You can actually hear, if you use headphones, the clock ticking. Very nice. The super crunchy interior sounds. And for reference, these are my sound levels. I might have to tweak this later, but Zeemod's recommendation is maxing out the ones for the engine and lowering the others. For me personally, I just keep everything in the middle. Truck sounds all maxed, everything else in the middle. Music, everything about music lowered down, and interior maxed out as well. Because I do love those ASMR-ish sounds, handbrake, the switches and whatnot. So that's my personal preference. You guys might have something different. Yeah, the clock ticking is really something I want to hear. Maybe there's a secret. Yes, I downloaded the update. Better than EVR. I would say so as well. Because for me personally, EVR is very good with the interior. The engine is good as well, but I think Rishboom's is better when it comes to the engine sounds versus EVR. But with Zeemod, it's like the entire package. Both the interior and the engines are so well done. You know you won't be disappointed with the sounds. Yeah, definitely. It's not screaming at you either, which is nice. And it's very bassy when the windows are closed like this. But if you want to really hear the rawness of it, you lower the windows. And you hear each gurgle, each rev. Something like that. Is this where we're going? I think so. The only problem here with the phone GPS like that, actually I think anything that's not really part of the dashboard, is if you adjust the dashboard brightness, it doesn't include the phone. It doesn't include anything that's not part of the dashboard. So that phone will remain super bright the entire time, even at night. It's going to be a bit of a shame. Screaming open pipe sound. Is it an open pipe, this one that we're hearing? Can't beat Krishbam for the engine sounds. For me personally, I actually like this more. I don't know, for me it has a lot more levels, a lot more crisp. So even for engine sounds, I like this better. But yeah, that's very subjective. For me personally, this is the complete package. That's why for me it's well worth the purchase. I guess I actually could have if I tried to get in touch with Zeemod. I can imagine I might have a chance of getting it for free. Like saying I'll be featuring it as a video if you could give me a copy and stuff like that. But you know what? I just wanted to support him myself as well. So it's the least I could do. So I can make a video and purchase his mod. And that's what I did. Oh, that is just music to my ears. Taku sounds on yours. Oh yes. When you're braking or when you're releasing the gas. We'll hear both of those in a bit. So when you're turning on the engine brake, you have that. Or when you're at high revs and you release the gas, maybe later, that one, so different kinds of cooing, but both are there. Everyone is talking about the sounds. You know, I tried to watch that video, that Iberia preview, and I so enjoyed that they have Track IR now. The head movements are very natural, I like it, but yeah, I didn't get to finish the video to be honest. Because they opened the windows and the sounds, the engine sound started screaming and I could not play it so much more. Maybe I could continue, but I have to mute it. Everything else, all the visuals, the camera movements, thanks to Track IR, were all super smooth and natural, but the sounds, my goodness, were a punishment. So I in the end, I couldn't watch it. How are you doing, Rohan? Testing more of these sounds today. Yeah, that's the problem with a phone GPS like this in the new lighting. You cannot adjust the brightness. Let me demonstrate it. So if you adjust the dashboard, it adjusts the dashboard, makes sense. So you can lessen it to remove the bloom like that, the bleeding effect. So that one is the perfect balance, but this one is not affected. I hope they would attach that just for simplicity. Because right now you can't even see what the heck is that speed limit. By the way, that speed limit in there is also a mod from me, also available in the mods list. It's the same mod that I use in ATS, so you can just copy paste that in the ETS2 folder and it would work the same way. Hey Dwarfy, how are you? Sorry guys, I'm lagging behind in chat a bit. I will catch up. Recorded from a straight pipe Scania. Ah, I see. Thanks for the info. I'm sure I'm liking the lighting here. Music to the ears indeed. I can even make this a silent trucking stream. Maybe the only thing that I am missing in terms of the sounds is the sound it should make. At least I imagine it should make when you turn on the retarder. Right now, when you turn on the retarder, even if you're in high revs, it's not very powerful, but we'll try later. Maybe it is more, because I've been driving in automatic ever since I only switched to manual recently again. So now in manual, I can choose to stay in the higher or in the lower gears, so that we have higher revs. With higher revs, the retarder whine should be more audible. Man, the lighting is very good. I like it. Except for the phone GPS. Waiting for that coup for ages. Nice. Doing good, Rohan. Doing good. Happy to get back into the 4 series after a long time. You can even see the lights from the front mirror. Very nice. Shall we turn left here? I think we are turning left. Oh, let's try the retarder. Yeah, I don't hear anything specific to the retarder so much. This one is all the engine brake, that cooling. So I'm not sure if if there really should be though. Maybe in the real truck it's not a thing. Hey Drew, thanks for joining. Can't wait to get the Clumsy mod, yes. So those are in the mods list. So all these are available to you as well. The only thing that's not available is the overlay in the lower left. That's the only private thing that I have at the moment. I see a lot of people asking about that. Still haven't gotten around to tweaking it so that I can share that. Oi, red light already. Hey Sonoma, really liking the sound. Same here. I like it so much that I couldn't go back to Japan. I'm enjoying even just driving in the vanilla map as long as I'm driving with this truck. It does if interior has a GPS itself. Yes, that's true. If the GPS is part of the dashboard of the truck itself, it does get modified. But if it's an accessory on the windshield, things like this, it doesn't. That's one of the limitations of not having a built-in GPS. But I mean, in reality, you should be able to adjust the brightness of your phone, right? So either they implement something like that, which is I don't think is practical. I think the easier way is to just match the dashboard brightness with whatever the accessory's brightness is. I think that would be a good compromise. Scania retarder stronger, like they actually slow the truck down. I didn't feel that so much here in this engine. I'm actually not sure in terms of modding. Where do you put in the retarder strength. I think that's in the engine parameters in the definition. And if so, I wonder if Zeemod touched it. But yeah, I noticed that the retarder here in this particular truck I'm driving is not the strongest. The engine brake does a lot of stopping power. Look at that train. Looks like a moving building from here. We'll go sleep in a bit. I just wanted to see how night looks like. What the heck? 60 here? Oh yeah, it was 60 here. Okay. Dang it. Now you see why some modders charge an arm and a leg for their truck mods. Fred now streams his modding. Ah, yes. Yeah, definitely. Yes. Takes so many hours, I can imagine. Fred is the one who has his own Scania mod, right? I heard it's very good. I was thinking of buying it before, but I had reservations when I went to his Facebook page because it was a bit how do you say, it didn't give off the friendliest vibe, let's put it that way. So I held off on it for the moment, but I'll probably revisit. Let me have a look. Maybe there were just some trolls back then. I wanted a more politically correct term. A more neutral term, maybe. Yeah. So hopefully it's not that case anymore. Wow. That cooing from the engine brake is actually changing depending on your revs. And that's a lot more obvious when you're driving manual. So let's gas up here. Wow. Even if you go into the wrong gear and stress out the engine, it still sounds good. By the way guys, I'm not sure if you noticed, but I actually disabled the sound fixes mod. Well, you'll notice it here for sure. Because as much as I enjoy the sound fixes mod, I noticed when you go through those humps or those bumps, you know, when the cabin shakes, you hear that sound that the cabin is shaking. I think it's the equivalent of EVRs, like the jug moving. Sound fixes has its own version of that sound, but it kind of cuts off at times. So when you're in a dirt road and the cabin is shaking non-stop, you hear that cutting off non-stop as well. I actually had to stop a recording because it was getting too much. I guess it depends on the area, but I think that needs to be tweaked a little. So for now, I removed it. Because as immersive as everything is, when you get that cutting off sound of the cabin shaking, it kind of like throws you off. I have to actually comment that to drive safely. Not sure if he's aware of that issue. Because when I turn off the sound fixes mod, it's gone. So the default SES sounds are not cutting off. Oh, I love that idle sound of the engine and the parking brake. £30 for a mod. Yeah, it's a very common thing in flight simulation, especially. Even more expensive than the simulator itself. I love the lighting here. Goodness, that looks so easy on the eyes and yet not dull at all. Miss using the 4 series and you're so lost with mods nowadays. Yeah, if you want to really drive this 4 series, follow my guide. That link that Alex shared. I think it works. Some people have tried it out and it works. It's just a lot of steps though. But it's step by step, so you should be... it shouldn't be too confusing if you follow them one at a time. I think there are a total of 6 steps. 5 or 6 steps. And you should be getting whatever this is I'm getting right here. There you go. Thanks a lot, Alex. So I combined, I'm using Mr. German Truck's fix, and then I added some fixes of my own. Because I cannot wait for RJL to make this compatible for 1.40 until I drive it. With these sounds, I cannot wait that long. Oh, look at the brightness on the phone GPS. It's perfect now. It's perfect for daytime, but for nighttime it's a bit too much. The new modding master. Goodness. I was fumbling around in Blender so much while I was tweaking the side mirrors. So if you go through that, if you go to that forum thread, that's the RJL Scania forum thread where I was asking the guys in the forums how to make it work. There were many very helpful people giving tips on how to make that adjustment, and with a little bit of googling and trial and error, finally I managed, but it took me a few hours. But I really wanted to drive this truck that much that I was willing to spend those hours to fix it myself rather than wait for someone else to fix it. So thankfully it worked out in the end, and now here we are. Slight difference in lighting between ATS and ETS. That's true. Could be the climate. Could also be how the overexposure, the auto exposure logic is working. Depending on how the brightness of the entire scenery is, it would adjust the exposure. Maybe the textures in ATS are generally brighter or darker, and that could be changing the entire look of the game. I do love this like very subtle haze. Very subtle haze. Yeah, there's like just a hint of it. Not enough to really dull the picture, but enough to really make it obvious that there is something. I like. And this is one of my favorite paint jobs for the Scania 4 series. I think I said it right in Discord. This is so fitting. I'm not normally a fan of green. As you guys might have noticed, I'm more of a blue person when it comes to colors. But in this case, I'd gladly make an exception. Just fits the truck so well. Oh, this is very nice. By toxic, actually didn't mean Fred. Don't think he's politically correct. Others are too sensitive. Yeah, that's true. I'll have to revisit his Facebook page. Because I'm sure the mod is superior quality. It's not the 4 series though, is it? I think it's the 5 or 6 series that his mod is. And people have been saying it's so much better than RJL's version. So I might check it out soon. This lighting looks like NL. It doesn't feel like NL to me. Maybe I have a different like memory, goldfish memory of NL. When you say NL, I always think of very vibrant, very bright setting. This one is a little bit more subtle for me. A little bit easier on the eyes. Not as photogenic, but more natural in a way. I like it. It's very organic. By the way guys, is the audio too loud? Should we lessen it? Because I'm sure some people will have a hard time hearing me, but maybe it's just enough to hear me and the engine both at the same time. You let me know. I can tweak it a bit. Metal rolls. Metal beams, I just read it. Oh, please no. I have no idea what you're talking about, Jack. Is there a game like that? I don't know. I deleted a game from my very limited goldfish memory. Might as well use that for something else that doesn't troll us in that way. Oh my goodness, you guys should have been here. I should have been there in Jack's stream yesterday. The trolliest game of them all. Oh my goodness. Audio is good, alright. Thank you, we'll keep it that way then. Did you unfollow by accident? Hopefully not. No. Nobody should have been there. Oh my goodness. It was a disaster, guys. Disaster. In more ways than one. It was like the game was really, how do you say, like a mastermind. An evil mastermind at that. Oh, you're on the last turn before you deliver the cargo. The last turn of the last cargo that you have to deliver to finish the mission. Oh, tip the truck over and start from scratch. And someone else is helping. I'm not going to mention who's who, okay? For the who tipped over. Might have been me. Okay, fine. Might have been me. And then Alex came helping. Alex the pro. He's much more stable driving than I do. He's doing great. Doing perfectly fine. Almost there. Almost at that point where I tipped over. So we're smelling the XP, you know? We're feeling it. It's there. And then Jack crashed. And Jack was the server. So everything went down the drain. Conan. Oh, this is worse than Conan. This is worse than Conan. The game is called Conan Runner now. Yeah, I have a new favorite game when it comes to that, I think. The trolliest game ever. Yeah, Jack just wanted it for his own. He said that his game crashed, and then after the stream, he loaded it single player and finished it on his own. What a troll. Yeah, that's intense. And because of that, that game is cancelled. Is that how we say it now in this environment? There's such a term now, right? Being traumatized just remembering, I know, right? My goodness. I didn't think a game could troll you that hard. Like, fine. That tipping over, I guess I could not blame the game fully. It's really just how the game works. It's just my clumsy driving skills at work. But that crash was something else. And it's like the game waited for that perfect moment when it should crash. Right when you could taste you could smell victory. You could almost taste it. Blam. After that, we didn't continue anymore. Jack ended the stream, we disconnected, cried in the corner, or maybe that was just me. And then I recorded after a few minutes, after I recovered. Recorded the silent trucking that will be coming out later. I'm very happy with the silent trucking video that's coming out later. Number one, because it's this engine, this truck. Well, different truck. Bit more plain looking, bit more J-spec. It's in Pomizania, so the sceneries are very good. And I think most of the sounds were heard. And they were very immersive. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a short video, like 12-15 minutes, I think. But I think most of the sounds you can hear there. Windows open, windows closed. Perfect for chilling. I actually am planning to play that later. Right before I sleep, I'll play the video. I wonder what Mrs. Clumsy will say though. Yeah, Blah was the smart guy. He didn't finish the job at all. He was like, okay, I'm going to finish a part of it and then I'm going to leave. He saved a lot of time there. Four minutes max. Never spend more than 5 minutes in that game. So true. Oh my goodness. And I think Jack and Alex are max level already. We have mods, so all the advantages are there already. The best equipment, the unbalanced mods, and still same next week. Then it's very close to that thing where you say, like, you get drunk, you get a terrible hangover, and then you say you're never gonna drink again, and then next week rinse and repeat. It's like nothing happened. it's one of those things. I think you could hate it all you want, but when push comes to shove, by next week you'll be craving it again. Hey Sparksaw, what emote is that? It's a bit small from my view. Is that a trailer? Plywood. Jack is even making an invite. Yeah, it would probably have crashed uninstalling. It wouldn't let you uninstall either. The evil mastermind at work. Might join next week. We were wondering about that. We were thinking you uninstalled it already. Because we weren't telling any stories about it anymore. And I just remembered. Rohan says he might be joining next week. You guys believe that? I'll leave it at that. Hold my beer. Oh my goodness, that's so true. That's so true. Actually should be turning left here. Sorry, I'm blocking the road. Essay runner. Is there a Mexican truck mod? Oh my goodness, with that kind of horn. Rohan would jump at that. I don't think Jack will ever allow it on his server though. Playing some Assetto, unfortunately not. Me and racing games, you don't mix very well. I love seeing your photos there. So professional looking. But I think that's the extent of my racing involvement looking. I remember telling that story before. I actually was supposed to feature a truck racing game. I think it's been released by now. But yeah, back then it was just about to be released. I was contacted by the developer if I wanted to check it out because he saw that my channel was all about trucking. So I was testing it out and it was just like, oh my goodness. I drive trucks for years already by that time, I think. Virtual trucks, that is. But still, the racing couldn't have gone any worse, I would say. Oh, my reflexes are so bad. I guess given enough time I could get a bit better, just like how I got a bit better with trucking through the years, but I'm not sure if I'm willing to spend that much time. Goodness, it's a disaster. But then again, maybe that's what we're looking for in an MP session, huh? If everybody else sucks, then maybe it won't be too bad. Highly doubt it though. One sec guys, I'll get back to chat in a bit and just park this thing. It's a bit too much. Let's even it out a bit first, and thanks to the mirrors that are working, it's easy to park. Can I advertise it enough? Engine might have died. Wasn't me. I haven't driven in manual for so long, but it's nice shifting gears manually again. I remember someone commented in YouTube, Because there are some comments which are very nice, and they're saying like, oh, how come you don't have with your videos should have 1 million subscribers or hundreds of thousands of subscribers or something like that. And I really appreciate those comments, so thank you. And then someone replied to that, saying something like, oh, he doesn't have those many subscribers because it drives in automatic. I think I get what he's saying. Yeah, it looks more cool. It's cooler, and it's a lot more professional if you drive manually. But I'm not sure that's the secret ingredient. I get his point though. Yeah, it does add up a bit. Don't you want to try something new? Yeah, it will take too much time for me. If I get some extra time, maybe, but I think rather spend that learning new planes in flight sim and getting more accustomed to flying. I think if you want racing, there are so many more people better than I can be. I can ever be. But never say never. For now, not that interested in it, but maybe, because I do have it. I do have the game. I just don't have enough time to invest in it at the moment. Of course, nothing goes north. Oh yeah, that didn't materialize. I remember you were Jack was inviting me for a session at one point. Yeah, you guys let me know when you have a session and I'll try to join. Yeah. Bao, Lucy, Jack, Rohan, Alex, let me know when you guys have a session. Maybe we can stream it in Discord. I don't have it installed though, but we'll see. Maybe I can do an external contract just for a change. Maybe something goes north at least. Automatic? Where's the exit? But I mean, in reality though, even a Scania 4 series like this from the 90s, this is automatic already, isn't it? At least the ones in Europe. When do you guys think automatic trucks started becoming a thing in Europe? I think it was quite a long time ago. Ada, wow, congrats on your name change. No longer the Grinch. Nice. That engine sound when idle, I know, right? So good. Real men use 3 pedals. That's the one. Oh, we can take this one. Coconut milk. That might be interesting. How heavy is that? 20 tons. You can go with that. Karlskrona. 747 kilometers. That's a good change. Let's see. I'll only play with you guys if you guys suck as well. If you guys are good, forget it. That would just be like playing what's that term? Time attack or something. It's like you're not playing against anybody. In that case. I don't have any of the DLCs either. Civic, is that a car with 3 wheels? Goodness, I don't even know how to approach a bend in a truck that's driving at 80, 60 kilometers. How would I know how to approach it with a car that's going, I don't know how fast, 150? So bad. Okay, I'll play with you. Sold. Oh, you guys want to do the giveaway? Let's do the giveaway while we're warming things up. Let me set it up first though. Maybe I should have set it up first before I jumped in. Okay, 1 second. Let me just get this. Put on the racing line. Is that the one on the ground? Tells you when to brake, where to stay, to attack the bend. Is that the term? Oh my goodness me, in racing. I'm also a bit paranoid because with racing, the wheel goes bananas, right, with the feedback. And I'm a bit afraid because the monitors that I have are suspended on a monitor arm, if you've seen the photo. And it's not the most stable thing. The monitors actually shake a bit when you apply a lot of force. So I'm not sure if I'm willing to test it this early on. Oh, that actually fits. Nice color. Cool. That fits. Alright. Let's do this. Let me go and check how this works. Now it starts with excuses. Oh, I'll have plenty. I won't run out of those. Let's see. Where is Nightbot? There it is. Hey Hugh, let us know if you are looking for a specific mod. We'll try to help out. Let's do a giveaway. 1 second. Okay. One sec, Should we give extra chances to subs? Now let's just make it even for all because this is Calvin's we're giving out. So to join the giveaway, guys, type in !Zeemod in chat. That should include you in the list. Moderator's not eligible. Oh yeah, I think it's not. Let me turn that on. !Zeemod. Well, I haven't seen anyone yet, so we'll see. Keyword. That's good, okay. Nice combi, yeah, that works, right? Why are some people getting eligible? Am I reading it wrong? What is Zeemod? Zeemod is the author of the sounds that we've been using. It's his name. Well, so far only one person has joined the giveaway, so this will be won by Rohan. Oh, there's Jack. There's Scotsman, okay. Dropping to 43. Camelot Lord. Yeah, the lighting system might be a bit more finicky. You might have to tweak your settings with 1.40 beta. Because they improved the reflection, so that might have an effect. So you'll have to tweak this one. You can probably play with reflection scaling, reflection detail. I'm not sure what else though. They hopefully will give more documentation with that, more guidance when it gets released. But right now in the beta, it's all trial and error at the moment. Rigged. Let's have a look if I haven't driven anywhere else yet. We can go and drive there instead for a change. Yeah. Northbound past Denmark. And hugging the coast or Scania. We can actually also go by boat here, but I don't think I like that. Staying on the road. Okay. Gets the mod in a ban. giving away a ban as well. Good luck, Camelot. Let us know in case you find out the culprit. Yeah, that's true. Mirror settings can also play a factor, but it's been the same before, so I'm not sure if that would change anything. Because even before, mirrors are very heavy on performance already. So with the 140 update, I don't think there's a change with that. They're still as heavy. SSAO and shadow quality. Yeah, that's true, those things. Yeah, but if he was getting 60 before and now 43 on the same area with 140 beta, and assuming he had all those same graphics settings, that means something changed with 140 beta. So what changed in 140 beta? Well, the lighting mainly. What about lighting? Well, mainly maybe the reflections. So I would start with the reflection settings, because that's what changed with 140 beta. And then if it still doesn't help, then tweak the others as well. Maybe there are some other sneaky tweaks that SCS has been doing, because they seem to be doing that in the background. Thanks for following, guys. Welcome to the channel. Feel free to join chat if you aren't yet. AHD? Yes, I do. G27. Yes, reflection detail. $40.63. Not that good, huh? For an area with lots of highways, it's actually pretty high. Using same settings as before, I see. Lived in Trelleborg as a kid. Beautiful city. Ah, nice. See the catamaran from living room. That's cool. What a view. Must be pretty relaxing, huh? I'm trying to place where Trelleborg is in the map. Guide me out a bit, guys, because the name sounds very familiar. I'm not sure if it's here in the default map or only in Pro mods. But I'm sure it's here somewhere. I just can't place it. When are we gonna announce the giveaway? Let's maybe look for the next gas station, then we announce it. So for those who just joined, you can join the giveaway. Type !Zeemod in chat without the S, okay? Without the S at the end, just Zeemod. !Zeemod to get a chance to win his new Scania V8 sounds. If you win, give Calvin your email and he'll contact you. Or Discord, whichever works. Whichever Calvin prefers, because this giveaway is actually brought to you by Calvin. Thanks a lot for this, man. He has an extra copy and he's asked me if I can give it away on his behalf, and I'm happily doing so. South of Sweden. Ah, I see. Okay. Thanks, Dorothy. Broke your linking ability. See SnowRunner. You might be AFK. If you're AFK, you won't win. If you don't respond when I call your name, we call someone else. You won't win. better hope that there's a gas station coming up. Man, I love those sounds. Meh. What are you guys watching? I'm running out of things to watch. Watching Billions now. The latest season. It's okay. Not as good as the older ones, but still good. Need something next to watch though. I think I'm reaching the end of that season. House is amazing. One of my favorite series. Man, driving in manual, you can really hear the engine brake. Because in automatic, that would have shifted already. Nice. With manual, you can push it more. I haven't yet, Calvin, but that's a good point. Let's go and increase the rain probability. Hopefully it rains eventually. I think I turned it off, the rain probability. Let's put it somewhere there. Because I haven't seen it myself. And I'm not sure if we'll get any performance degradation or if we'll notice anything. We'll try. No, the rain mod includes the particles, he says. That's what he says in the video. But I haven't checked it how it looks like exactly. Meh plus. There you go. So like this truck, for example, the way this was modeled is this. It looks automatic because I don't see a shifter anywhere. So even in the 90s like this, automatic trucks were already a thing. Oi! Who could that be? Let's make a guessing game. No, let's keep him anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous, for gifting. Thanks for the sub. And welcome to the Cool Kids Club, Calvin. Thanks for doing the giveaway. You deserve it. GG. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, those mirrors look good. Have you guys seen how the mirrors are without the fix? Oh, it's depressing. Alex has seen it. So it's like literally night and day in terms of how the mirrors look like. Actually, yeah, in the video I made, that's how it looked, right? When in the showcase video of the sounds by Zeemod, that is how it looked. Might be a different Anonymous. Just might. That's what the mirrors actually look like. Yeah, exactly. Night and day. It's very tricky. Yeah. Getting back into Blender was a very nasty thing for me. I kind of unlearned all those things I tried already at one point. I remember getting into Blender for ETS2, for ATS, to fix the windshield. Remember those issues before with some mods where you have two bright windshields? It's very weird. When you were inside the truck, it's actually brighter than when you're outside because the windshield it had a wrong color. So I wanted to learn Blender to fix that. I think it was the MP1 specifically and the Volvo VNL or one of the Volvos in ATS, and then the Mercedes MP1 and ETS2. yeah, so I learned a bit of Blender there, and then I unlearned it because my brain only has so much capacity. So I had to relearn it for this one. Oh, nice. Thankfully, it was not such a complex change, and thankfully, the guys over at the SES forums are very helpful, sharing screenshots, sharing tips. Even though it's not the most user-friendly interface, thanks to all the guidance, it worked. I was planning initially to make all the mirrors, to fix all the mirrors, but I didn't find a way to like do them in mass, like in one go, change everything. You have to convert each of the mirror models one by one and update the material used in each face of the mirror. So in this case, the left mirror is one material, the right mirror is one material, the small right mirror is one material. So this single model here, you have to change the material 3 times. That's the only one I found. I'm not sure if there's a faster way. So imagine doing it 3 or 4 times per mirror, and RJL has like 16 variants of this mirror. So 16 times 4, you do the math. It's too much for me. 32, 64. 64 times. And add to that Blender just randomly crashes sometimes because there's some incompatibility with the Blender tools and whatnot. So yeah, it was not a very smooth experience. It was interesting though, very different for a change. Nice to get a little peek at how the modders are doing it. Just a little peek though, because this is nowhere near what our amazing truck modders are going through on a daily basis. So now you can imagine how infuriating it is for them when someone is asking 140 update when, and then having to go through all those hoops, releasing it for free, and someone just, as soon as they release it, when low deck when 8x4 when, oh, no appreciation at all, just what's next. Oh, there's a ticking. You guys hear it? It ticks slower than a second, but it's there. It's the clock for sure. Oh yeah, the V6. I've had some people recommend that to me. The V6 sound for the MP3, MP2 and MP3 from Max. Yeah, I haven't yet. Because personally, I'm not a huge fan of the MP2, MP3 anymore. Because when I look at the interior, with all the other games I've seen, with all the other models I've seen, they look a bit dated, don't they? They look pretty old. So until I find a nice model for the truck, I'm not so excited in trying out those trucks. My standards have increased a tad since then. So like before, I remember I really liked the MP1. When I look at the MP1 model now, it looks more like my summer car. Like the quality is not so much there, it's a bit dated. Thankfully, this 4 Series is still great in my books. No complaints here. When 140 when? Yeah. Get lots of those comments. Sounds like a fun time, exactly, right? Blend Runner, exactly. Yes, Blend Runner. And then I saw in the SES forums, someone posted today, right before the stream, after I did all those stuff already. Granted, it's not so much, but still, it's so much for me as a beginner. I saw that Blender got an update, and that crashing thing is now fixed, so it shouldn't crash anymore. But I went through all of those already. So if I delayed my modding for just a day, I probably would have not encountered those crashes at all. But then again, I would be streaming with dark mirrors, so I guess it's worth it in the end. Hey Lucy, good morning. How are you? What are you driving at the moment? Glad to see you here. Almost agreed, yeah. Highlight on almost. Don't want to play with you guys. You guys look like you're super good. Don't try to underplay it. I need to start with the beginners first. I need to play with Rohan first. Your sleep pattern is done. Good morning indeed. Technically morning there, huh? To 11. Hey, our noobs. I don't believe you. After all that discussion with the AC mods and shaders and the hardcore stuff, no. You guys are pros. It gets better. Still in Germany, right? Yes, we are. No car, thank you. Man, I missed shifting. Sometimes I'm too lazy for it, but it does pay off. It gives you that better control. Even in real life, I really enjoyed driving manual more. It's much more of an experience. It's not just functional, it's really fun too. Except when you get into traffic. In Manila traffic at that, you would develop some very serious muscle on your left leg. Working the clutch all the time. Tracks. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think that's a very good point, because I like, how do you say, I have this false expectation that when I go and do any track or even a beginner track, I don't really need to study it. I should know just by looking at the bend. But you're right. It's a big process of it is knowing what's coming up and embedding that, knowing how fast you can go, which angle you should be taking as a start. And I guess my goldfish memory doesn't have enough space for that. The only space it has enough of is the next bend. So by the time I reached the next bend, I forgot about the previous one. Might be a bad combo. You have to use your shift pedals and your clutch pedal. Your shifter is done. Done because of racing. You bought Zeemod Scania 4 series. Oh, congrats. GG. Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. Have we passed a gas station? I forgot to stop. For anyone who just joined, you can join the giveaway. we're giving away a copy of these beautiful sounds by Zeemod. These are £3.99. He's selling them for in his selfie site, but you can get it for free if you win the giveaway. Type !Zeemod to get in and have a chance of winning. I'll be drawing the giveaway soon as we arrive at the next gas station. That car sound was actually pretty good. Very bassy. Nice. If you win, you get the mod and a ban combo. There we go. Okay, see truck stop up ahead. Okay, yeah, we can go there. You can draw the winner there. Last chance, guys. !Zeemod to get you in the giveaway. Oh, sorry, it's ZE. But yeah, Lucy, you're in already. Okay, let's draw it here. I think the one I have is AC as well, not ACC. Actually, I'm not sure. You guys remember what I have? Maybe it's ACC that I have. Or was it Project Cars? I don't remember anymore. Goldfish memory at its finest. Alright, let's draw it. We only have a couple of guys. I'm not sure if Hugh is still here, because I'm not sure if he joined or if my program just captured it wrong. But anyway, we'll see in case he wins. So we have how many people in here? We have Lucy, Dwarfy, Scotsman, Hugh, Jack, Camelot, and Rohan. So those are the guys who can win. Let me know in case someone else did not come properly there. I'll be rolling it now. ACC is the newer game. I have AC. Okay, AC it is. Thanks. Assetto Cars. Yeah, I have PC too. That one I remember. Right, let's draw it. Okay, go. And Hugh won. I'm not sure if he's still here though. He should be here. Otherwise he wouldn't win. I'm not sure if he actually joined. So let's count 10 seconds to see if he's here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0.5? No, I think he's gone. Yeah, I think he just went into the mods list a while ago and he accidentally got in the giveaway. You just get the ban. Alright, let's roll it again. Last chance? No, he's not here. Okay, let's roll it. There we go. Congrats, Torfy. Please get in touch with Calvin and he can give you the copy. And the ban. Yes, that's the one. Thanks a lot, Calvin. Thanks for the nice gesture. Enjoy. Cool stuff.
And that's okay.
Can't hear because headset died. Calvin will get in touch with you. Alright, let's continue. Oh, that's one thing that I noticed since the new beta. I'm not sure if that's something that has to be adjusted in the dashboard. You can see you can barely see the indicators. It's like they're almost negative color. And that's something I noticed only in the recent beta. Like the beta update from yesterday when they tweaked the lighting. I think it's a side effect of the lighting. When it gets darker, that gets clearer. So I'm not sure if you need to do anything from a modding point of view. I might have to mod that too. Yeah, I'm not so scared of it anymore though, at least not for now. So let me guys know if you encounter some similar discussions in the forums, and if you see someone needing a fix to their truck mods, let me know. Maybe we'll need this fix also for RGL. Goodness, and now everybody just came out. Oi! I don't have any traffic mods. It's okay if you don't win, as long as Scotsman doesn't win either. Oh my goodness, what a troll. Crab mentality at its finest. Are you guys familiar with the crab mentality term? Because I remember that was a thing in the Philippines before. There was an ad for it before. But I'm not sure if it's like was invented in the Philippines or if it's really a term that is used. But it's a good... I still remember the commercial, the advertisement. The message was something like, let's not be crab mentality. Let's not have that kind of mentality. And the reason they say that, because if you imagine like crabs, like literal crabs, put in a pail, right? And so the crabs, of course, will try to get away. So they will try to climb on top of each other. But the crabs are, if you look at them, if you observe them, instead of like piling on each other so one of them reaches the top, they kind of pull each other down. So it's like every crab for itself kind of thing. I guess that's where it comes from. At least from that visual, it becomes very clear. Crabs in a bucket. Oh crap. What did it sound like? We're all winners here. Yeah, that's the one. And everyone is right lane hogging the traffic. Oh yeah, that's true. Looks like city skylines. I love the lighting here though. It looks so good. Reminds me of Project Next Gen. And Project Next Gen, but without the dashboard getting too dark. So I think it's a great lighting. It's very nice looking and very natural looking, so much so that I'm having second thoughts about going back to JPX. If JPX ever, well, for sure JPX will become compatible with 1.40. But when I look at the work in progress shots, the JPX shots look too bright to me now. Maybe my eyes have accustomed to this kind of lighting. So I'm not sure if I would want to go back. They're both great in their own sense, but just now my mood is more just like easy on the eyes kind of thing. More subtle graphics option. But I'm sure some people will prefer the more vibrant one. You got sound again. Nice. Enjoy, man. Exactly, dragging each other down. Crap mentality. Just now, fresh, very fresh. You're looking for the textures. Hey Arsa, let me know if you need any help with the mods. Some would call me a modder expert now, a modding expert. Not really. Not at the very least, but I'll try to help if I can. Are we in Denmark already? Oh yes, we are, based on the signs. We passed the border and I didn't notice. 3:30 AM. Have a good night, Bao. Thanks for hanging out with us. Catch you on Discord, man. And who knows, maybe we'll get to race soon. I'll have to build up some skills first though, and test that my monitors are stable enough. And think of other excuses along the way. What skin? That's a good question. You guys know? I'm sure this is by Hound Dog. I'm not exactly sure which mod it's from, but it's from the Steam Workshop by Hound Dog. for the Scania 4 series. I think he has a skin pack for it, and it should be in the mods list. So if you go to the mods list, look under paint jobs, look for the one by Hound Dog, and look for the one that's for the 4 series. That should be the one. Man, love that gurgle in the low revs. Not very effective, not optimal power, but sounds good. Gurgly. It's here. If you get some retarder action in here. You found it, Art. Nice. Yeah, so that should work. I think it's disabled right now though. I think I just disabled everything that's not 140 specific, but it's a lie. I've had some people actually complain about that in YouTube. When they look at the mods list, they're saying it's disabled or it's like this. But I like to preface them that it's not 100% accurate, but it should give you a guide of some point. But yeah, it's really hard to please some people, so yeah, they're like expecting everything on a plate, and you also get the spoon and shove it in their mouth, and then you chew for them and then you swallow. If you get what I mean. Some people are very hard to please. I've been using the skin on the 4 series ever since I upgraded to the GTX 1070. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I still remember that shot, Rowan. I think I still have it in my screenshots folder. With the one with the rainbow, you guys remember? It's like, it's NL for sure. It's like a bit dark, a bit grayish sky, but there's a rainbow. And then this is the Scania 4. I'll look for the screenshot, I'll share it in Discord. Yeah, ever since I tried this out, I was checking other skins, but nothing has an impact as much as this one. This really is my favorite 4 series paint job. Enabled when? Yeah, can you link me? Nowadays, I'm learning a bit. When someone asks for something, I'll tell them. I don't tell them outright, Google is your friend, or go to that site. You know that site, let me Google for you or something. What's the acronym? But it just has like an animation that it's typing the keyword in Google and pressing enter. But it's kind of rude, a rude way to say you can Google it yourself. Right? Let me Google for you. Let me Google for you. LMFG. Let me LMGFY.com, something like that. You guys know the site. I think we discussed this before. But yeah, there's an actual site that's like a placeholder for Google, just has the animation to really highlight your point, that instead of asking me, just Google it. But I don't want to be that rude, because some people are not very familiar with Google yet, at least how to search for accurate keywords. So this time, instead of just giving them the link, I tell them you can Google with these keywords. So at least they're still the ones doing it, and maybe they learn after that oh, Google is powerful. If I use the right keywords, I can actually get lots of results. Because understandably, not everyone is that exposed to computers and technologies and stuff. Some might be a bit behind, or some are just getting started. But yeah, I don't like to spoon feed them anymore with the exact link. As much as I can, I'll let them search for it on their own with some guidance. And of course, we'll take a photo here. I cannot pass this up. Oh, beautiful lighting. Let me Google that for you. That's the one. Yes, exactly. It's very rude when you do that to someone, but it's like very in your face. I'm not sure they will be responding very nicely to that. They will just go into defensive mode and lash out or something. So I don't think it's a great learning tool, but it really highlights the point, doesn't it? And let's take a photo from here. Oh, that looks so real. Goodness, look at that. The reflections on the truck there. So subtle. That one. SCS is nailing the lighting. Initially, when Blah shared the screenshots of the latest beta update, I was a bit pessimistic because it looked too bright for me. It looked overexposed in some cases, but I think they tweaked it even more, and now I think it's just the right balance. The only thing that they need to tweak are the interior lighting, dashboard lighting. Maybe change the material of that, or I don't know. Make it less reactive to lighting changes. Make it just a static brightness or something along those lines. Blender expert and teacher. Oh my goodness. It's going to be bad. What's a Luddites? Sorry. Sounds very old school. Biblical? Sending someone a link of let me Google that for you. Googling let me Google for you. So meta. Auto pass is this way. The tollways in Scandinavia are the best. You don't need to slow down at all. Is it really like that in real life? I guess so, huh? Because in Singapore we have that as well. We don't even have the toll gates. There's just like a metal hanging thing that scans your device and deducts your amount. So there are no actual toll gates, but you do pay. Sneaky. Do we see the headlights? Yes, we do now. The lights are open now. Öresundsbron. Sorry, I know I read that wrong. Is that the place where we are? Trolling at its best. Oh yes, that's true. Dynamic light and get away from the flare system. Oh yeah, I remember you and Bao Bao talking about this old school flare system. What is the newer option again instead of flares? Yeah, I'm not very savvy with the technical stuff. Once you try out AC with custom shaders patch. Ooh. Is that something that can be done for Truck Sim as well? Like a custom? Or does SES have to implement that themselves? Copenhagen. Luddite is a person opposed to new technology or ways of working. Aha. I see. I see. I wonder where that came from, huh? So that does look like a proper noun, so I guess that originated from a group of people and then it became a term, I guess. Hey, Oiskog! You don't even have a booth to stop for the toll. Ah, okay, so it's the same. I see. So maybe that was just for the manual payments and they just put in the electronic thing there as well because they have a toll gate already anyway. Nice. Oh, Öresundsbron is the bridge, you mean. I see. But that isn't the one. I'm just realizing this. Yeah, the junctions in Scandinavia DLC are not the best, huh? Like this one in particular. Looks pretty old school to me. I would bet the shoulder here is very small. And I doubt that's the way it is in real life. Let's see. Yeah, pretty short. Not sure if that's realistic. Old school. Yeah, look at the phone GPS, guys. At night, can barely see anything out of it. Oh, nice lighting on the tunnel though. It's great to see we have some proper lighting. CSP was done by one person alone. Wow. Cool. Maybe this is the bridge you were talking about. Horizonsprung. A member of any of the bands of English workers who destroyed machinery. Ah, I see. I see. So it's like the old school way before, like when now we have AI replacing workers. Before there was like machinery replacing some of the workers. Nice. Thanks, Dwarfy. Yeah, see how it would be great here with bush talk. What's the Bush Talk Radio? Bush Talk Radio. Goodness, goldfish memory striking back. Oh, that would be great actually, because we already have the system in Bush Talk Radio. There's already all those landmarks. The only missing ingredient, the only missing piece is in Truck Sim. You have to reflect your location in Truck Sim onto the real map, and that's going to be a challenge because it's a different scale. So you can't just like plug in your coordinates and you're there already. Oh man, but that would be great, right? When you're passing through the bridge, you get that audio tour of what this bridge is about. Here. This one is different looking. It even has the EU sign there. Should we sleep? Maybe at the next stop. Let's wait for it to get really dark. But it's nice. The night in Scandinavia looks very different from the night in Germany. Here it's a bit more... Well, the sun sets later, I guess, right? Because the more north we go, it's nice to see that still in effect. You can see it from the harbor, the pillars. Ah, nice. EVGA is sending private links to customers via email to buy their 30 series GPUs. Also to avoid the bots. That's cool. How would they know they're customers though? How would they know that they're not bots themselves or something? That's nice. Horizon's bridge to Sweden. So now are we officially in Sweden? I guess so. Sweden was against Denmark in handball world champions. Bridge was split with blue and yellow and red and white. When Denmark won, it was just red and white. Nice trivia. Who owns the bridge though? Do they own it both, or is it like more of Denmark's? Or is that like a cooperation between the two? I remember this area though, even if it's a bit dated. It recently got some love from Mandelsoft, I think, when he was working on this area. Trelleborg, ooh. With the signs, I think it became... He improved the signs, if I remember correctly. Whoa. We might have snagged the car. This is why Arias mentions that when he goes through a roundabout as a real-life truck driver, he tries to stay in the middle of the lane, to hug both lanes, so that no smarty pants will try to squeeze in and get into trouble. Don't get funny ideas, basically. Don't even think about it. 8-hour time slot to purchase a card with that link. That's nice. Yeah, going direct to the customers. Cool. Would be challenging, yeah, but if they have customer information, that's a great way of going direct to the buyers. What I like as well, I heard this recently, and I'm not sure how Nvidia did it. Did you guys hear about it? How they nerfed the 3060 for mining. So like they limited the capabilities, because when you're cryptocurrency mining, I think it uses a certain part of the GPU. I don't know, the CUDA cores or some part of it. So they kind of capped that so that it would not be it would not look nice from a miner's point of view, so they wouldn't buy it. And so that would become more oriented towards gamers, really, where it should be in the first place. I like that. Even if it's even if it means cutting off the GPU capabilities, if it focuses the audience to where it should be, and I think it's all in all a nice move. I'm just not sure how they do it though, because if it's like software, can it not be hacked or broken through? But if they really limit the hardware when it comes to that, then that's great, as long as it doesn't affect the actual gaming experience. Cape Town, the sun goes down at 8:30. What time is it now? It's 11, and now we get a full night. Oh, wrong gear. Now I drive where you ran over the road to go fishing in the harbor. Oh, that's nice. Does it look remotely familiar or remotely similar? That's what you did too. Wow. Even some of the buildings are accurate. That's nice. Marketing stunt, you think? The limiting the Bitcoin stuff? You don't think it will be effective? Why so? If you can game on mining specific cards with a different BIOS, they can. Yeah, I think so. I think so too. If the hardware is still there, I think people will find a way to unlock that somehow. So I think if there's a way, I'm not sure if it's technically feasible, of like cutting off the hardware actually, but keeping the gaming performance there, but cutting the mining performance. I'm not sure what else it will be cutting though, if it's cutting the mining stuff. But I think it really has to be hardware. Can't be a patch or a lock in the software, because people will find a way around it, I think. Bringing out mining cards. Yeah, that would be a nice move for, in my view, that's great. Really separates the target audience, so people are not getting into each other's lanes. So gamers can finally get what's really theirs. 12 gig on a 3060. Is that confirmed? 12 gigs? Wow, very interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure either. Maybe they're preparing for that technology where you skip the RAM altogether. I think AMD started with that, right? If you have an AMD CPU and an AMD GPU, you can skip through the RAM. I think something like from the CPU it goes direct to the GPU VRAM or something like that. So the more VRAM you have, the more it can directly go there. And I think there was an article about it that Nvidia can do that too. It's not patented or anything, and it doesn't have to be like a matching thing. It can work either way. So maybe they're preparing for that already. Feels bad, man. Nice name. Welcome to the stream. Love the sound. Same here. This is my favorite truck ever in Truck Sim. Even in versus ATS, this is my favorite. Close second would be the Freightliner Classic. But yeah. And now with Zeemod sounds, my goodness, this is really a dream come true for me. That's why I went through all those hoops with Blender. So if you like it, you'll find a way. If you don't like it, you'll find an excuse. There you go. Just an inch short. Now the lights are good on the dash. When it's daytime again. Yeah, I think that's the only questionable stuff left. The dashboard lighting impact. Because the lighting itself, actually got goosebumps with how that looks. So nice. So easy on the eyes. Back there in 2016 had the look, even demolished their old school. Oh, I see. Some of the layout was familiar. Cool. Nice attention to detail. Oh my goodness. I thought it was a funky AI. Whoa. There are no video outputs for the dedicated mining card, so they can be resold for gaming or landfill fodder. Ah, yes, I get what you mean. Yes. So they're really used for the cores, huh? So for the mining rigs, I guess they would be connecting the display to the motherboard directly, or however that works. But yeah, they have no use for video display ports or anything on the video card. Looked like he'd been racing with me. Yeah, I might tend to get a bit violent or defensive when it comes to racing. You guys might experience that. Like, oh, he's right next to me. Whoop! Just nudge him a bit. Whoops! Clumsy me. Series 4 has always been your favorite since you were 4 and 5. You used to drive with your dad. Nice. Some real life experience with the sounds. You can game on a mining card with an AGP CPU. What is that? Or the APU? Or yes. Yeah, something. It seems like Zeemod will be working on a lot of sounds. Working on train sounds. So cool. Yeah, I think what I saw in Facebook was he was also working on tire sounds. Yeah, I'll definitely be working with that or trying that out. Are you guys trying out his wind sounds? I remember I liked his wind sounds before, but they were a bit of a novelty. You know that thing with the gap, like whistling? At some point it got a bit tiring, so I disabled it. I'm not sure if it sounds better now, or maybe it integrates better now. Has any one of you tried it recently, the wind sound, either in ATS or ETS2? AJ! Yeah, very interesting topics. Glad you made it, man. How are you? No more flying recently? Are you back? No more headaches. Yeah, the CPU with the integrated GPU. I think APU, was it? I can't remember. Yeah, I'm not sure how the gaming performance would be in that one. If you can leverage the GPU power just fine with that kind of setup, because it would technically be like you would have two GPUs, right? One GPU is integrated with the motherboard. Was it motherboard or CPU? And one would be the dedicated one. in games don't really like when you're mixing the GPUs for the most part. Really like Zeemod's wind sounds. They're realistic. I remember he updated it since. I think he lessened the whistling sound. Is it still very obvious? So I would love to try it again. Complete package. And when he releases his tire sounds, I'm going to add that too. Basically everything will be Zeemod sounds. Everything sounds related will be Zeemods. I think I like that idea. I was just a bit... I stopped using his wind sounds after a while when it was a bit too whistly, even with closed windows. Have you tried it with these Scania sounds? If it fits well, maybe we can try that now. If I have it, I don't remember if I have it downloaded. You've been always using the wind sounds. Ah, same for you, nice. Yeah, I remember I tried it for some time on the stream, and then I disabled it and went back to sound fixes. But I might just try it again after this trip. Maybe you can try it. With the world shortage of chips, seems stupid to bring out even more varieties. Yeah, I guess if they're sharing the same parts anyway, then it might not be beneficial, huh? But if that could be like on a separate production line, and it could be produced in parallel with no shared like components, none of the bottleneck components being shared, then that's good. But I'm not sure how it works. Yes, you use all Zeemod sounds. Nice. Zeemod, Grishboom, and EVR. Wouldn't that be the dream? 3060 does seem like a formidable GPU. Will it be available? 3060. Ah, yes, that's true. It's already sold out. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised. Wind sounds are so good when you're trucking in deserty places or with many trees. The trees stand like a brick. Yeah. But the whistling isn't too loud anymore. I'd love to give it a try again. Let's see. It's available for both ETS2 and ATS, right? I think I should try it. All out of stock. Yeah, with Rohan I trust that. He knows where to find the sneaky stocks. So if he's the one saying it's out of stock, I believe him. It's out of stock, really. Welcome back, Scotsman. Oh, you didn't. You should have won. You weren't here, so we had to give it to someone else. Warfy won instead. Yeah, what Rohan said. Was it believable? No, he didn't win. So at least you can feel good about not almost winning. Great minds think alike, right, Rohan? Great trolls think alike, more like. Didn't believe it, dang it. I should have sold it better. What flag is that? They're a bit too fast. You guys got me excited to try out the wind sounds again. Zeemod full package. Love it. Thankfully the wipers, because now he has his own wiper sounds, right? The standalone wiper sounds. Thankfully it doesn't overwrite what he has for the Scania 4 series. This one. So even if it's on top, because he said you should put the wiper sounds, the rain wiper sounds at the top of the load order. But even if the Scania one is below it, it doesn't override the wiper sounds of this truck specifically. That's nice. So it still has the custom squeaky ones. Because those wiper sounds from the generic wiper sounds he has, those are coming from a Scania S500 if I remember correctly. Same with the air brakes that he recorded, those are from the Scania S500. Now, does this truck have its own air brakes? I think so. I think it has its own sounds for the brakes. Oops, wrong one. 1 second, just deliver this. We'll re-enable the wind sounds and it's here if there's a difference. Still no rain, yeah. We were talking about it in YouTube. I was talking about it with DH in YouTube. It seems like clumsy weather is any weather that you don't really like. Like, if you want it to rain, it will be sunny the entire time. And if you want it to be sunny, yeah. Just like the job market. Whenever you want to go to a specific direction, it will take you the opposite way. If 3060 was actually available, it would dethrone the legendary 1060. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I think 3060 would be the best value for money card, is it? Or best budget card, one of those, if it was available. Crap, I don't think we'll be able to park this. Dang it. Rage quit incoming, guys. Because it looks like I have to reverse this. Rip! Okay, we will try, we will try. Okay, so let me see. If I want my trailer at the back to move to the left, I basically would have to have this trailer move to the right in front. So if I want my trailer in front to move to the right, I have to move my steering wheel to the left. Something like that. Okay, let's see how it works. Okay, trailer in front is moving to the right. Trailer at the back should be moving to the left, but I can hardly see it. I'm going to look outside, guys. What's happening? You can see better. That should be how it goes. Not really turning though. There it is. It's starting to turn. Don't turn too much because it will be hard to maneuver afterwards. It's a very close-knit trailer, isn't it? It's like there's almost no gap between those two trailers. Feels almost like a tandem in a way. Okay, that looks good. Can I just straighten here then? And that will be good already. Oh, I'll take it. Perfect parking. Nailed it. Feb 11. Ah, there you go. Cheat. That was fair and square. The game was good. Turn left to turn right, but the trailer will go right, not left if you don't turn right. Oh my goodness. That almost sounds like the explanation for driving time. An explanation for true racks. Oh my goodness. Exactly, Mad Alex. I agree. I like that way of thinking. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Let's go and get those wind sounds. And I have to remember to update the mods list later so I can reflect that so we don't get people complaining that I have an outdated mods list. Laptop runs a 1050 Ti, refuses to be irrelevant. Still does the trick. 1050 Ti, yeah, true. Underwhelmed by the laptop 30 series GPUs. I heard it's like 40% less performance than their desktop counterparts. Is that true? I don't think I have the wind sounds here. 1 second, huh? Excuse me. Yeah, I think I still have to download it. Wind noises, that's the one, right? Subscribe. Change notes indeed, Feb 11 initial release, but for ATS I think it had that update. Nice. Okay, let's hear it. It should be more apparent when we get on the highway, so let's go for a nice highway drive. Where do you guys place this in terms of load order? Should I place it maybe at the top? Yeah, right now I still have a mix of Krishbom and Zeemod, but hopefully soon it will be full Zeemods. Just to encounter the full package in there. Good. Wind mod when? Mods list link in the video description. Kinda-ish. Lower power delivery to those laptop GPUs. Ah, I see. Yeah, true. Yeah, just imagine the space in there, right? How that graphics card can even fit in that small space, so something has got to give. You can't expect the same performance. But maybe it's too far away. I don't know. Not really an expert when it comes to laptop GPUs. You've been playing too much ETS2 recently. Is that thanks to 1.40 beta? Thanks to a mod? What are you driving with currently? Okay. I do want to go to Finland maybe. Or no. We have to go somewhere we don't want to go. I want to go to somewhere in the south. Hungary. So that the job to Finland would come up. Maybe we can fool it. No, I think it's just like Scotsman. Too smart for that kind of thing. Dang it. Okay. Riga? We can go Riga. Or Latvia. These guys speak French, right? Is in this country that speaks French? Valmiera. Meh plus. Greece. 42.75. Dang it. Hey Jesse. Glad you made it. Still enjoying ATS? Your friend recently got you into the ETS2 multiplayer mod. Ah, I see, yeah. ETS2 MP is so good when you're playing with other people. What happened to my tail lights? That's a good question. Where are they? Well, I guess my mentality is I'm going to have a trailer anyway. Why do I need my own lights? Let's go to the garage and fix that. Good catch. ETS 140, yeah, same with ETS2. They really have improved the lighting. This one feels like NL to me. A while ago it looked like Project Next Gen. This one looks more like NL for me. The very bright and natural midday kind of feel. Arrest incoming. Quick, quick, hide. A busted tail light. Or in our case, a non-existent tail light. Crap. Ah, yeah, I think I get what happened. Because this profile, this 4 series was the old 4 series I had back in the day. That's why it has the same paint job. And when I was trying to access it yesterday, it was crashing. I guess some parts were missing. So I had to do the remove missing accessories kind of thing. Set to 1, reload the game, and all the missing accessories were removed. And I just placed them back in. Apparently, I didn't place back in the tail lights. So that's what we have here. Mystery solved. Plan on getting ATS soon. The VTC joined for multiplayers on both platforms. Enjoy. Yeah, it's great. Speaking of multiplayer, someone commented on my YouTube page that multiplayer official MP is coming in Q2 of 2021. Not sure if that's just a rumor, it probably is, or maybe SCS also hinted at something like that because they have confirmed it, right? That they are working on an MP kind of thing. No details yet though, I think. Man, that idle sound. So good. Tail lights are optional, maybe. SES soon, TM. Oh, that's true. G remove tail lights. That's a new command I invented. One thing that I think is also missing from Zeemod, I guess, with the 460, he has a 460 variant. I guess the 460 technically isn't V8, but I think this 531 should be a V8, right? Let's switch engines here, get a bit more power. Maybe that will give me better fuel economy if the truck isn't struggling as much. Who knows? I don't know. But the problem I see is even if it should be a V8, if you look at the badge, it doesn't have that V8 badge. And like in this one, if you pick an engine like the 580 and pick the badge there, that has the V8 badge in there. So I'm expecting that for the 530 by Zeemod, that should also be a part of it. Yeah, I think. Unless I got that wrong, let me know. Let's get back to taillights. What should be a proper taillight for a Scania 4 series, guys? Help me out. Otherwise, Epeli will be mad at me again for not matching the different parts. Like this one, he said the side skirt here is not really matching with the Scania 4 series. The older looking ones, that's a good guideline. I guess that one could do. What's an old looking one to you? That one? Yeah, that looks old. Taillights MAN? Probably not. Streamline? Probably not. Yeah, that one looks like. I like that. This one. Yeah, that looks old school. Very box type. A red one. The first one I chose. This one? The same? I think I like this one. Is this okay for you guys? No one rage quitting? I can work with that. I like the plastic and paint combination. The fender being plastic. Although in this case, it doesn't really fit that well, huh? We'll need to make the fender paint as well. One sec, if I can find that dot. There it is. It's very sneaky. Fenders paint 1. Perfect, that's the one. Yeah. You prefer the plastic one. Yeah, with the truck I have in Pomizania, I like the plastic one better. I like the J-spec look of it, plastic and paint. But this one, I think, is better with paint all over. Good, alright. Official multiplayer would be much smaller for a few people to play together Right, yes. Actually, that's the one I prefer, because we can play together as a group, as a small group. And I'm hoping that mods will be enabled there. Otherwise, unsub SES. Just kidding. Yeah, otherwise there wouldn't be much of an advantage versus Truckers MP, right? So I'm hoping that will be like Farm Sim FS19 or SnowRunner. No! What? No, just FS19. No such game as the second one I mentioned. Yeah, hopefully, so we can have mods in there. Toshiba laptop 5 FPS. Screenshot, slideshow simulator, huh? What was that job you were taking? We found something, right? Yeah, this guy. Karlskrona. Or I could do a contract as well, going to Finland. Maybe. Going to Greece, sorry. Maybe we get lucky that way. Come on. I don't like how it looks though. Doesn't look like it fits the truck very much. That one can work. Not the best, but I guess that can work. Although we might not have enough time anyway. Yeah, let's just go with the other freight market job. That might be too much already anyway. Okay, there's 15 tons. HP 2000. Abbas rims, yes I do. Really like those. Those are my favorite ones. He said it again. 15 kilometers, 19 minutes. How long before the job expires? 13 hours. Okay, no problem. Let's go for it. Granditopia is amazing. I have decided, as much as I enjoy both Granditopia and Pomezania, Granditopia is still my favorite. They're both very high quality, but in terms of my personal preference, I just like the variety in Granditopia more. Although that being said, I feel safer in Pomezania, safer in a way that I can drive literally anywhere, and I'm sure the quality will be amazing. The problem with Granditopia at the moment, and my godness has acknowledged this as well, that some of the areas in Granditopia are a bit old, because yeah, it's a map that has been here for quite some time. So the older areas, you can somehow feel the datedness of it, especially if you compare it with these newer areas. So depending on where you go, you could get either an amazing experience or an okay experience. With Pomezania, because it's a new map, it's like anywhere you go is great looking, using the new assets and everything like that. So yes, I'm still, and with that, I'm not sure again which one's my favorite. I just kind of convinced myself the opposite way again. So the jury's still out on that one. Is that how they say it? Is that how they use that statement? Yeah. Suffice to say, I like both of them so much. I actually almost drove with Pomezania in this map, in this stream rather, instead of the default map. It's just that I wanted to test 1.40 as well, testing the different looks of the weather. And if we went with Pomezania, being a 1:1 map with very slow time scaling, it would mean we wouldn't be able to see as much of the sky transitions. That's why I went to the default map, so that we get the nice weather adjustments. Which skin would we choose, guys? Eddie Stobart. I might get reported to Eddie Stobart again though. We might need to choose a different one. You guys remember that? I think I got reported to Eddie Stobart, the company, in reality, that I'm such a bad driver. Steady Eddie. I like that. Looks like it fits the color scheme as well. Let's go with that. Looks nice. Grand Utopia is a great place to take a break from FS19. Yeah. Clumsy proved in Pomezania. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I was driving there past couple of videos. Even the silent trucking episode is in Pomezania. So good. It's just not as varied in terms of landscape with Grand Utopia, but the quality overall everywhere you go is top notch and uses the new DLC assets. Le Paradis. Yeah, that's the snowy area, right? I'll go there next time. I might actually buy a 4 series again for Grand Utopia so we can explore there. Pick a different skin this time than this one. A Scandinavia inspired 1:1 map. Yeah, I think it would be amazing. Not sure if anyone is brave enough for it though. We need a My Godness Scandinavian edition person. It's not too bad in the colors department. Kind of fits, huh? Nice green here. The greeniness of it. Not too bad. Slightly different Stobart trailer. That Stobart mod in the workshop is very nice. It seems to not be affected by 140 as well, because I think it's mostly paint jobs, but it uses the default models from SCS, I think. So it shouldn't be affected by those flares. We'll see later when it gets dark. Come on, rain! You guys wanna try the rain? Oh, let's try the wind first. Let's try the wind. So if I lower the window down... Oh, I don't really hear anything. Maybe we need to really speed up now. Before we could hear it very audibly. That's actually what put me off a bit. Because it was too much. But now I don't really hear it yet. Which is a good thing. Maybe only in super like high speeds. 80 kilometers per hour on the highway or something. There you go. That like wind coming through the small gap in the window. So when you open it wider, that actually disappears. That's very nice. There it is again. And when you close it, it's gone. And no more whistling. Did he remove the whistling altogether? Or is it a lot more subtle than before? Before, I remember it was really in your face. You'd hear that whistling all over. This, I think, is a very nice balance now. Too bad you lost your job with Eddie Stobart. Yeah, that would have been a nice career. 1000% rain. That's an awesome drive, yeah. It's a bit of a long trip though. Based on Grand Utopia, it says 40 minutes, 40. But I bet with all those windiness, it would take even longer. Open your house windows for the effects. It says he reduced the whistle sound. I like that. And when you're not driving fast, like when you're in the city like this, opening the window doesn't change much, which is great. I think he got the balance right now. Taking the Orison Bridge. Not sure why it's an achievement. There are some achievements on Steam when you discover some areas. I guess that's one of them. I hear something. I'm not sure if that's the whistling or the tires or the wind whistling. Very subtle. It's maybe later in a bigger stretch. You can still hear the whistling. It just seems less severe. It's great. Chop into parts. Oh, the trip to Le Paradis. Yeah, that's a good move. Might do it in parts. We'll start from what's the name of the place, guys? Alingsas? Starts with an A. Then make our way up to Le Paradis. Have a good night, Jesse. Have a great weekend. Live weather. Oh yeah. Live weather in the UK. How is it there in the UK? Still cloudy? Goodness, that weather 2 days ago in Flight Sim. Not good for sightseeing at all. There are some nice areas to stop on that trip. Oh, cool. Alright. It's decided then. We'll include it in the list for sure. Thank you. I hear something. But those might be the tires? What's that whining sound, guys? Very nice, I like that. So I'm still not hearing the whistling. Unless that's it. A nice UK inspired 1:1 map. Yeah. Parmigiana sounds yummy. Don't cut out clumsy moments. Of course there will be none. It's me. Switching to live weather would 100% give you rain like FS 2020. That's true. So true. Goodness. Is that Rohan? Yeah, I think so. Mumbling about not winning. Hacks. Giveaway rigged. Rohan is here, no pizza on the passenger seat. He ate it already. He ate it finally. That pizza was 2 weeks old. Or was it Alex who ate it? I think he said it tasted boxy. Or something unpleasant for sure. He even ate the box. Yeah, it was that good. Sure thing. It's been a while since I drove here. It's nice. What giveaway? Oh yeah, there was a giveaway. Yes. Because Calvin had an extra copy of Zeemod sounds. So I gave it away on his behalf. Dwarfy won it. Actually, Scotsman should have won, but he wasn't here. I'm sticking with that statement. Very nice turbo whistle there. Yeah, I don't hear it. It's like there is no gap anymore, is there? Because before it was like he was portraying that the insulation of the truck, there was like a hole, so you could hear a constant whistling. I can't distinguish it anymore. Let's go coast here. I can hear the ticking of the clock. I can hear I think those are the tires. But I don't hear the whistling anymore. Good, okay, nice. So maybe it really works. It takes into effect only when you mainly open your windows. Although you guys say you still hear the whistle. I hope I activated it correctly. There's the 1.1 update, yes. Spool downtime for turbo after the engine has been shut down. Blending between engine loaded and unloaded. That is the one which is preventing the cutoff sound when you let go of the gas, I imagine. Exhaust can be heard. I see. Is that the exhaust we're hearing? It's echoing. One thing I noticed, there doesn't seem to be a reverb in the engine sound when you're inside caves. Is that a setting that can be tweaked by engine modders, by sound modders? Because it seems like he's turned it off. I'm not sure if it's only him or like general 1.40 beta kind of behavior, but I don't hear it anymore. The echo. I was trying to listen to it so it would be a lot more boomish inside tunnels, but I don't hear any reverb at all. I'm actually missing it a bit. We'll try again later. We'll probably come across some tunnels soon. This view reminds me of NL. Very bright, very midday vibes. But I think the lighting is just right. He only removed the reverb for the air brakes. Yeah, but even for the engine, there is no reverb. Even in the old version. Have you guys heard, for those who are driving with this engine, have you guys heard how it sounds inside the tunnel? Because I don't notice a difference. Yeah, same here. I like the night drives a lot also. Although for sure I still like the daytime better, but I like the night times a bit more than before. Definitely when you're driving in a city and you have all those different lights. That car was floating. Oh, was it the one we passed on the right? Good catch. Here I was thinking I was so pro, stopping just in time. Make sure you're riding with... What is that? Welcome to the stream. I didn't get it. Was that an ad? Haven't paid much attention. Still has to add it. Yeah, I think so. That would be nice if you could add it. Maybe he hasn't noticed it as well. Because it's not often that you get to drive inside those tunnels. can't see anything. Me neither. Yeah, I'm not so sure either. Working on getting a truck license in real life. Oh, nice. Is ETS2 helping you out? I've heard that some of the other folks say it helped them a lot. I love how the engine really changes the sounds depending on your revs. So when you're shifting up and down, you can really feel the change. That's one of the things I hated the most when I was watching the SES video. So everything, as I mentioned a while ago, everything was great. The truck, I think it was a Renault Range T they were driving, right? And then this time they were using Scania R, and the head movements were very natural. I like it. It felt like a VR video actually. So I like it. The lighting was great. I was excited to look for the new Iberia areas. But when they lowered the windows and then they started the engine and they started driving, oh my goodness. When the gears were shifting, it was like a monotonous kind of thing. And it was just and I watched that right after I watched or I drove with Zeemod sounds. So the difference was really night and day when you put them side by side, like watching one video right after the other. So I didn't get to finish the video, unfortunately. I only lasted a couple of minutes till I had to stop it. So hopefully next on the agenda for the improvements are the sounds, or Zeemod gets right to modding all of the sounds, and I'll happily pay for them. Hey Geek Squad, how are you, man? How's it going? Truck driving school. I'm not sure if that's been confirmed. That would be great though. Gave you a basic understanding of how a heavy vehicle operates. Yeah, that's true. Should just give you a nice starting point, I guess. Especially with the parking, I think it helps a lot. Knowing which way your trailer goes when you do something. I think it's a nice way of getting accustomed to how the trailer behaves, in the vehicle for that matter. What are you having, Jack? Now I'm hungry. Truck stop 24/7. Oh, where's that coming from? Is that from a mod, I guess? It's nice. Don't think I've noticed that before. There's some mods of his that are free and some paid. Yeah, it's a nice balance. And that's a very nice way of doing it, actually, of doing business. Because you put in just enough free stuff so that you get known. And then you can start putting in some paid mods, because the people who've come to know you and have become fans will then be more willing to pay. Versus just starting off with pay mods in the first place. Many people will not be eager to jump in when they don't know you much yet. So what Zeemod did was actually very smart. He established a name for himself first. He released all these quality mods, and how he's starting to plug in. Here, we should hear a reverb here. Right? No change at all with the sounds. Even for a second, there should be like a reverb based on the default SES logic. Unless Zeemod purposely removed it because he didn't like that transition. That could also be by design. I just didn't hear anything mentioned about it in the... or didn't read anything about it in the site where he sells the sounds. But yeah, what Zeemod it's doing is very good. In mixing it both free and paid would not make him such a quote-unquote bad guy who's only after money, you know. So you can't blame him for only being after money like some people do for people who only release payware stuff. Of course, I wouldn't call them that, but some people would. Oh, that's pretty cool. What planes are those? It's nice. I guess this is some historical context, huh? Sandwich. Oh, I'm hungry. Dependent on real experience for how heavy the steering feels. Ah, yes. That's true, true. Very hard to replicate in the sim. At some point you'll buy his sounds, yeah. Maybe. But I think he will eventually release payware stuff for ATS as well. I think it's more a matter of releasing stuff to establish a brand, establish his name as a trusted modder, as a trusted member of the community who releases quality content. And once he's established that, then we're hooked, basically. So now whatever he releases, I'll be getting. I'm in hook, line, and sinker. Is that the phrase? Yeah. Great move. Whether that's intentional or not, it has the desired effect. Looks like he definitely knows what he's doing. Guys, it's raining! Finally! Has he changed the droplets? I think he has. They look a bit narrower, not as blobbish. It's still not as good as the one from Project Next Gen. I think I like the droplets from Project Next Gen the best, but this is actually much better than the default. Oh, the wiper sound. I hardly hear the pitter-patter though. Jack eating a sandwich made it rain. Yeah, true. I do like the lighting when it rains though. Get that proper vibe. Clouds are dark, but you still get a bit of sunlight seeping through. Very nice. Very natural looking. I also like how the wipers are not so predictable. Like you cannot expect a super squeak every time it goes down. It has a couple of variations in there, right? Like 2 or 3 or maybe more. It's nice. I'm not sure if it's random even or if it just loops, but it adds that very natural effect that sometimes it's squeaking, sometimes not so much. Still can see the headlights even if it's raining. I think that's fine. Still relatively bright. Very nice. Let's take a photo with the rain. Let's see how it looks. We're in the Matrix. Even the rain is frozen.
The number you have dialed cannot be reached, and that's okay.
Oh, let's include the cars at the back. It's actually quite nice. I'll take one for the thumbnail. Something like that. Looks perfect. Only charged for a few mods you made for other games. Nice. Oh, that's a nice perspective. So for you, the donations were worth a lot more than the actual payments from the paid mods. nice reflection on the ground as well. Can clearly see the bridge. It's nice. Yeah, the rain mod's on the top. Still think realistic rain is better. Ah, yeah, that's a great mod by, what's his name? Darkfly, I think is from FS 2020. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think that's a great one. No bridge pick. Did I pass it? Oh man. The rain confused me. Looking good. Should the pitter patter be louder? If we don't have the engine running, well, if it's coasting like this, turn off the wipers. I guess we should hear it, right? Ah, there it is, yes. Not that one. Yeah, the pitter patter I think is a bit too soft and too infrequent, maybe. For a rain this strong. So I think it's good for those like drizzles, but not for a full-blown rain like this. That might need some adjustment. Or maybe I have another mod that's conflicting with it. I'll have to double check. I don't think I do, but I think so, Jack. I think so. Yeah, good try. Yeah, I'm actually surprised. Even with like the engine badge, I was surprised he included that. So he's still missing the V8 badge, but overall, it's nice as he's getting into the visuals as well. Mod conflicts. Does it sound different for you? Is it louder? Let's go and check it out. Let's double check. Troubleshooting stream for the rest of the time here. The water effects are more crispy looking. You mean in the mod it should be crisper than what I'm seeing? Okay, let's have a look. Is there something that conflicts? Or maybe in 140. Well, he said it works in 140. Let me see what I have. Maybe I have something other thing. Satellite BG, Google Maps, delivery time, camera modes, rain and wipers sound mod. I can put that above the wind noise mod, although I don't think it will change anything. Yeah, that should be it. No graphics mods here. Let me see. Real company, real advertisements. Yeah, lots of non-existent mods. I can remove those already. Yeah. F95. No, I don't think there's anything. Nothing that should be conflicting with it, at least. Too much red. Hey, AK. Now where have you been, man? So yeah, I think that's the mod in itself. So maybe in 1.40 it's not working the same way. I don't know. That's the best I could offer. We'll see. Triggered. That sounds a lot better. And now we have lightning thunder too. Yeah, that actually sounds nice. Do the droplets even look different? I don't know. How come? I just made it go above the wind noise. Interesting. Is it conflicting with his other mod maybe? Maybe that's why he said put it at the top of the load order. Interesting. Okay, let's continue. Nice. It does look better. It was an innocent testing of the mods. My goodness, that's a squeaky wiper. Squeaky as it gets. Quite nice though. Looks very real. I don't think we'll get a chance to finish this job though. I might finish it offline. Nothing happened. So guys, give me a series. I need something to watch. After I finish Billions, I don't have anything left. I might be forced to go and get Disney Plus just to watch something. Oh, nice reflections. I like it. After the light weeks, SES starts working on the truck sounds. Yes, please, hopefully. Because Zeemod will not be able to do everything, at least not yet. And it's still different when it's official. Mods are great and all, but they're still mods. Slippery. Not Disney Plus. Superman and Lewis. Where do you watch that? So good. Just close your eyes and listen. Is it safe for me to close my eyes? I was a bit scared there for a second. Don't have the best track record of driving safe. Witcher on Netflix. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, waiting for season 2. Made me want to play the series 1 to 2 days ago. Is that on Netflix? I haven't seen it in my feed. When it rains, it pours, huh? I like it. Netflix, Disney Plus, and Discovery Plus. Nice. For us, we have Netflix and Amazon Prime. Prime Video. Disney Plus, I'm still a bit on the fence. Because I'm sure I want to watch Mandalorian and WandaVision. But after that, based on the shows I've seen, nothing has intrigued me yet as much. So I might wait for a promo. If I don't see something that really compels me to get it as early as now. Gravity Falls or The Mandalorian? Yeah, same with me. What is Gravity Falls? I don't think I've heard of it before. Yeah, the Disney Plus agent is triggered. You have to sell the stuff to me better, man. Animated series. There we go. Now, where do we go? Which one was it? I think it was Ventspils. A magic triangle starting the apocalypse. Ooh. Yeah, I've been looking at the shows that are available, and I'm guessing the shows that they're displaying or advertising are their flagship shows or those that are the most famous. So those should ring a bell for me or something. But so far, it's like, oh, that looks good. That looks okay. But nothing like, oh, I have to watch it, like Mandalorian level. So, we'll see. Maybe when they release a free 1 month promo or something like that, I'll get in. For now though, I can still resist it. I think I can look for something in Netflix for now. Plenty of shows, just have to find them. Because $11.98, well, 12 SGD, it's not really that expensive, but these subscriptions can really creep up on you. So I try to really control them as much as I can. Yes, working from home mostly interests you for things which aren't on TV. Only 2 shows for now. Should be stopping on that next fuel station. It's almost 11. Dang it. Oh yeah, Lupin. That's French, right? That Lupin series, that looks great. That's on my feed. Netflix has been suggesting that non-stop, like 99% match, it says. I think after Billions, that's the one I'll be starting on next. I just have to prepare my eyes for some fast reading. Subtitles with French are quite fast-paced. English dub. I'm not such a fan of dubs. I really like the original language as much as possible. It just feels more original to me. But yeah, it's fine. I can read the subtitles. I got a lot of training watching all those animes before. Mrs. Clumsy is actually getting used to them now also. Before we always had to like pause or rewind some stuff a lot of times when watching K-dramas. But now she's getting the hang of it. I got some earlier training because of my anime series watching before. But now she's catching up. Fuel? Not really. Let's just maybe stop here. Is it night already or is it morning? It says 6. I think that's morning. Very nice. Driving this truck in manual is a much better sound, gives you a much better sound experience. You get complete control of when the engine brakes are triggering, when you're shifting, and so the rest of the sounds go along with it. Very nice. Love it. Queen's Gambit. Yes, that's nice. Maybe you want to play chess for a while, and then now it's gone again. But yeah, very nice. You've never been working from home because you were a paramedic. Oh, frontliner. Thank you. Thanks for the hard work. Awesome. Well, let's leave it there for now, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I had an amazing time. Thanks to Zeemod. Thanks to you. So, catch you on Discord. For sure, I'll be driving this truck more. We'll probably be driving this in Grand Utopia as well as we make our way to Le Paradis. And as we explore the new areas in Pomizania 1.2. I haven't checked those out yet. All of those probably, most likely, will be on the Scania R 4 Series. We'll be driving this for the foreseeable future, I think. I haven't had enough for a fit yet. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Catch you in Discord. And if you have not accessed, well, there's the YouTube link by Nightbot above. If you haven't gone to the channel yet, enjoy and catch you soon. Have a great weekend, guys. Clumsy Trucking. Bye-bye. No! No SnowRunner. Have a good one. Bye-bye.